So today we are going to cover up the basic interface of Autodesk Maya. So Autodesk Maya is a 3D animation software. You can create the models first of all. Then once the models are created, you have to add the textures for that model. Once the texture is fine, you can test that model using little lights, whether the renders, the output of that model is fine or not. Okay, so basically we have 4 viewports: top viewport, side, front, and the perspective. Okay, and if you're coming to this interface, I am coming in the menu set of modeling. We are starting with the modeling menu set. Once the modeling is over, the texturing and modeling is fine, we will go for rigging. If it's a character file like human character or animals or any kind of character, you have to put the bones for making the model animation ready. So you have to come to rigging. When you are changing into rigging menu, you can see after this windows, skeleton, skin, deform, constraint, control, cache, all these menus are changing. Especially after rigging, you can start that model for animation. You will animate the model using that rigged controls. When you check that animation menu set, again after windows, key, playback, audio, visualize, deform, all these are new menu. All has submenus also. You have to work according to each menu. Then comes after animation for dynamics and effects. You can have effects menu, end particles, fluids, cloth, hair, all these particle dynamic effects components are coming in this menu. Then once you are done with even the animation and the dynamics and the effects, you have to render. You have to take the final output, you have to light it up and you have to render the file, whether it's day night, whether it's night lighting, interior lighting, exterior lighting. And after that lighting, you have to take the final output on the desired formats. When it comes to rendering menu, you can see lighting and shading, texturing, render. Rendering is the final stage process of taking the outputs. You may work for broadcast TV for full HD, you may work for film output for 2K and 4K, and for IMAX 8K versions. All these resolutions will be set it up for rendering. So by default, we are getting the file. This side menu, this is the select tool. The shortcut of this select tool is Q. Then it is lasso tool. This is also for selection. And also this is paint selection. And it's all the selection tools. This is the move tool. The shortcut for move is W. If I need to move this object, okay, you can see here you can move in X, Y, and even in Z direction. You can see when I am moving this object, this channel box values translate is changing. Again, I can rotate it. E is the shortcut key for rotation. You can see the rotate tool here. So this one, if I press E, I can rotate the mesh. I can change the dimensions and even, and F is the shortcut key for focusing the object. F. And if I want to scale, I will use the shortcut key R. The menu tool is here. This is the scale tool. Then I can scale the object. I'm scaling in Y axis. I can scale in Z axis. I can scale in X axis. So if I'm scaling like this, you can see the total mesh is changing. So rotating this perspective viewport, you have to press Alt and left mouse button and you can drag it. Alt and left mouse button. The same thing, if you want to pan this, press Alt, middle mouse button, drag it. Okay. And for zoom in and zoom out, Alt, right click and move the mouse. It shows the zoom in and zoom out will work out. Fine. And spacebar is the tool for maximizing and minimizing the viewports. Spacebar, put the spacebar, it's the top viewport, this is the side viewport again. And if you hold the spacebar, you can get all the menu set available here. If you click on the mid of this, again it will ask perspective, left, top, back, front, bottom, right, new camera. So you can change the viewports like this. Top view, I can make it top view. Hold the space bar, click in this mid, Maya, then you can drag it and you can change. This is the front view. Again, I can go for the perspective view. Fine. When it comes to the shelves, these are the shelf menu: curve surface, poly modeling, sculpting, rigging, animation, rendering, FX. All these are the same menu set which is available here. See, this is the polygon sphere. The same thing you can create here, polygon primitives. For modeling, we are coming for polygon primitives. We are starting with the polygons. You can see this menu, the sphere, cube, cylinder, torus. If you click in this side view, it will pop up the menu set. The same sphere, cube, cylinder, it is available in this shelf, in the graphical representation. Understand? Then if you are coming to the next, polygon primitives, all these are just polygon primitive objects. You can create each things. If I need to create a cube, just click in this cube, automatically the cube will get created. The same, like if I need a cylinder, click in that, cylinder will get created. If I need a plane, click that, plane created, and you can scale it. So these are the basic tool menu sets of Autodesk Maya. And when it comes to the attributes, you can see here channel box and a layer editor here. You can click here. Okay, you can find out the polygon cylinder which we have selected now. The translate values, the transform node is having translate, rotate, scale and visibility options. The same, this object is having another node called shape node. Inside in the shapes, you can find out the shape node. You can click it here. You can find out more options. You can increase the radius. Click it and drag it. Middle mouse button. You can easily adjust. Okay. Then you can reduce the subdivision axis. Click and drag. Then again subdivision height you can add and reduce. Even the caps, the top, you can change it. So Maya is a node-based architecture software. This Autodesk Maya is having two nodes kinds of shape node and transform node. The first translate, rotate, scale is on the transform node, and this shape node comes here. So these two node structure makes this software to work well.